Good morning, Facebook. Still got a little bit of morning left, about 25 minutes here. Wanted to do a crossroad connection this morning. It's Tuesday, May the 12th. And let me just say to you, I hope you had a blessed weekend. Specifically, hope you had a blessed Mother's Day. I hope that you were able to spend time with family, whatever that looked like for you. Maybe you got to see some family, maybe talk to them, or, maybe for you, it was just reminding yourself of the memories that you had from your mother. I know some of you, several of you, have had mothers that have passed and are no longer with you. And yet Mother's Day, even though it's a bittersweet time, it's a privilege that we have memories of our mothers, and we can reminisce, and we can be comforted by the reminder of our mothers, what they meant to us. And so I hope that you were able to do that. I hope that you were able to spend some time with family in whatever way we can. Maybe you got to video chat with some family, or pick up the phone. What a novel thought! Pick up the phone and call your mom or talk to your family. And so I hope that you were blessed this past weekend with some family time. It got me thinking, and one of the things I want to talk to you about this morning is this concept of influence. Facebook, in particular, on Sunday, just reminded me. It was a picture of influence, the influence specifically that our mothers have on us. But as I was looking at Facebook on Sunday, it was just post after post of people praising their moms, thinking about their moms, remembering their moms, giving thanks for their moms, giving props to their moms. And, truly, it is a reminder to us, if you're a parent, of the influence that you have. And the idea that, really we have, whether we know it or not, we have influence. And of course, you don't have to be a parent to have influence, but certainly Mother's Day got me thinking about the influence of parents. I want to share just a few verses with you from Proverbs 31, and you may have seen these all over the place Sunday, but boy, it's a good word, and it speaks to the influence of a godly mother. Proverbs 31, verse 28 through 31 says this: her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. So as I was thinking about that passage, I was thinking about how blessed probably moms were on Sunday to see and to get this praise that they're worthy of, and what a special calling it is to be a mother. But the reality is, we all, each one of us, whether we're a parent or not, have influence. We do. We have influence over the people that are around us, and oftentimes I think it's not a thought that we have in the forefront of our minds, because we don't see ourselves as influential people. But the influence that I'm talking about this morning is similar to the influence of a parent, right? What kind of an influence have your parents had on you? It wasn't one thing in particular, right? The influence that a parent has is that consistent presence, the little things that they do throughout your relationship with them, the way that they love, the way that they act, the values that they have. Those are things that had influence on you. And you likewise have influence on the people that are in your life. You have influence on a consistent daily basis with people that are around you. And you don't have to be a parent to have that kind of influence. The reality is, we don't know, and parents don't know, the fullness of the impact that we have on our children or on people that are around us. And we don't often realize it, because it's not brought to our attention. And then take something like Mother's Day, or even the passing of that person, to really remember, to realize, to be mindful of the impact that they had on us. And so I want to challenge you to think about that. I want to challenge you to think about the fact that there are people who have had influences on you that they didn't realize. And I want you to think about your own life. I want you to think about yourself. What influence do you have on those that are around you that maybe you haven't thought about, you haven't realized? And I've talked about this in a previous Crossroad Connection. I've said that I believe God places people on our hearts for a reason. He wants us to influence people. And so one of the things that I had encouraged you in the past, a few weeks back, was that if God lays somebody on your heart, you should give them a call. Reach out to them, because I believe that that's providence that he's done that. But, I want to kind of reiterate the same thing today, but specifically in thinking about your influence. Who is it in your life that maybe you hadn't thought about before, but you have influence on, just in your presence, just in the daily way that you guys have a relationship together? How are you influencing that person? May it be said of you, as we saw said of the virtuous woman in Proverbs 31, that people would call you blessed, that people would be better off because they know you. And, certainly in the situation that we're in right now, it's more important than ever that we be mindful of the influence that we have. There may be relationships that people that you have relationships with that you haven't connected with in a while. Maybe a coworker, and you're not working together right now. But if God puts those people on your heart, you ought to reach out to them. Look them up, give them a call, shoot them a text, right? That's the easy way that we communicate nowadays. It's a little bit impersonal, but at the same time, it's letting that person know that you thought about them. And you never know what kind of situation that person might be in. What emotional state were they in today? And God said to you, hey, give this person a call, shoot this person a text, an email, send them a card. Because now more than ever, we need those connections. And you still have influence, even during the times of social distancing and all that kind of stuff. And so let me just encourage you, consider your influence. Don't allow COVID-19 to hinder your influence. But be an influence. Be a blessing to someone today. And be mindful of the people who are blessings to you. Maybe it's just that you need to reach out to somebody and let them know, hey, you know what? You've blessed me. And the relationship that I have with you has been a blessing to me. So be mindful of those things today. And let's give God thanks for the fact that we have been created as creatures of relationship. We have been created to do life with other people and to be in community with other people. So look around you, look at your community, and give thanks, but also engage in that influence today. A couple of things for you to be mindful of, specifically for our Crossroad family. We've got our graduation recognition service coming up on Sunday, May the 31st. And so if you've got a graduate that you want recognized, please make sure that we've got that information into our church office this week. We're going to continue with our outdoor worship as we've been doing the past few Sundays. That will be at 10 a.m. here at the church. And you'll be able to park your car, but you'll also be able to bring a lawn chair if you would like to get out of your car and just sort of sit there in the parking lot, get a good place where you can see and hear and everything like that. You're able to do that. We're able to move around a little bit more. And so if you would like to move around and greet other folks and kind of get out of your car and wave at folks and talk to them, just keep a safe distance, but we're able to get out and move around. And so we want you to take advantage of that. The last thing I want to mention to you, and again, specifically for our Crossroad family, is that Pastor Tommy's been working on our intentional interim process and that transition phase that we're in, and it's exciting stuff. I'm just so glad that he's here. I thank the Lord for him, and I'm so excited to see what God has in store for us through this time. And he's going to be working on putting together some information, a video to put out to you, hopefully by next week, that's going to talk about how we are going to begin the work on our transition team, selecting that team. And so being on the lookout for that, be praying about people that you think would be a good fit for a transition team. He's going to be putting out a video that describes exactly what that transition team is and how, the things that we're looking for in those folks. But be in prayer about that. Be in prayer for what the Lord is doing here at Crossroad Baptist Church. We love you. I thank God for you. As I'm looking through the comment section this morning, I just want to say good morning to some folks who were joining us live. Miss Janet, good morning to you. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Good morning, Betty, Annette, Linda. It's good to see you guys. We love you guys, and we hope you're staying connected and consider today the influence of the folks that you've got around you. God bless. If you need anything at all, give us a call, and hopefully we'll see you soon.